This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. It's better than what we're doing right now because we're spending money like drunken sailors. You're going to have millions of people pouring into our country right now at a level that nobody's ever seen before.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person.
Ooh, how about that? Sparks flying at CNN's town hall with Donald Trump last night. The former president took questions from voters, and also you saw Caitlin Collins of CNN moderating. Some questions had to do with the economy, immigration, also a lot of rehashing of the 2020 election. With us now to discuss, Laura Curran is a former Nassau County executive. Carrie Sheffield is a senior fellow for the Independent Women's Forum. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for coming on today. There was a lot of reaction to this town hall event. Trump hadn't been on CNN since 2016, so people had opinions about it. We'll show you one. This is Joy Behar of The View. She was not a fan of the network participating in this event. She said, pathetic all around. Thank you, CNN, for nothing. Good night. So in case you're not tuning into The View today, now you know how Joy Behar views it. But Laura, let me go to you. What did you make of CNN deciding to host Donald Trump, again right now, appearing to be the GOP front runner when it comes to who might get the presidential nomination on the Republican Party?
Well, I'm sure it was a ratings boom, especially coming after that civil case verdict. The thing that I found interesting was that a lot of other media kind of downplayed it. I was looking at the papers, the New York Post, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, even NPR this morning, all kind of relegated it to the back of the paper. NPR didn't really mention it much at all. That's a real difference from what the huge media coverage was for Donald Trump in 2016. My other thought about this is I think he has reached, Donald Trump, that is, such maximum saturation in the American minds. I don't know if this is going to change one mind across this country. Not a surprise about Joy Behar.
Carrie Sheffield, I'll bring you into this conversation. If you saw the town hall last night, keep in mind, by the way, they labeled it as such. It was a Republican town hall for Republican voters. Remember, for the primary process, essentially. So this would be for the primary, not the general here. So you're going to hear from Trump voters. You're going to hear from Trump supporters. Did you hear anything that made news to you from President Trump? Did you have a feeling about how he handled the town hall with the moderator on CNN, or thoughts about it being on the network, Carrie?
Well, you made a really great point. Joy Behar is not a Republican primary voter. She's not the demo. I think really what this was an attempt by CNN to try to pull in some more Republican viewers. I think that's part of the incentive of why they did it. And then for President Trump, this was, as I understand it, he hasn't been as an invited guest since 2016 on CNN. He kept declining it, throughout the years. But so it was a win-win for him. And I think that the fact that the liberal media, Rolling Stone even had a headline about how people are freaking out internally at CNN. So I think it was a win overall, resoundingly for President Trump.
It might have been a ratings win during the town hall session. I could see that. But then as soon as you get the panel on CNN to weigh in with all their analysis, I could also see Republicans, Trump supporters changing the channel because it was just more of the same typical CNN talking points that we heard from the anchors. One more thing to note, President Joe Biden sent out a tweet after the event last night, and he said, it's simple, folks. Do you want 4 more years of that? So he's also weighing in on the matter. Big point to you, Laura, when it comes to the Democrats, if it would change anyone's mind, really. All right, wanted to pivot now. Also watching Tucker Carlson, of course, he made some headlines in the past 24 hours. He, of course, releasing a recent video on Twitter about his next move. Let's watch part of it.
Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here, and we think that's a good thing. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. We'll be bringing some other things too, which we'll tell you about. But for now, we're just grateful to be here.
And so, Laura, for people who wanted Tucker Carlson to go away, he's not going anywhere. What do you think of his plan to move to Twitter?
I think it's really smart. I mean, media is changing so quickly. People can subscribe to Substacks. They can get exactly the news they want. Tucker comes with a lot of fans, a lot of diehard fans. People like to hate him also, but there's a lot of people who love him. And I think they're going to follow him. This is a really interesting move. And I think, this partnership between him and Elon Musk will be interesting to watch. We've seen people like Megyn Kelly, Bill O'Reilly move on to other ways of communicating. This is yet a new one. Let's see how it evolves.
Yep, Tucker, Elon said they haven't cut any deals just yet in terms of that, but that he would be subject to the same rules as everyone else that is a member on Twitter or has subscribed to Twitter. Laura, Curran, Carrie Sheffield, thank you so much. We do appreciate your time.